Hey there, Service Pros. This is Christian from Workiz. In this video, we're going to talk about how to connect your Workiz account to QuickBooks Desktop. Before we get started, let's quickly talk about what you'll be able to do with this integration. By connecting Workiz and QuickBooks Desktop, you'll be able to exchange data between the two apps to keep both platforms in sync at all times. We're talking clients, items, invoices, and payments. One thing to keep in mind, you'll be able to bring in clients and items from QuickBooks Desktop to Workiz during the initial sync. But the bulk of this integration is built around sending data from Workiz to QuickBooks Desktop on an ongoing basis. This means that after establishing your initial connection, you should be creating all new clients and items directly in Workiz. That way, they'll automatically sync to QuickBooks Desktop. Okay, let's get started. As we go through the syncing process, we'll be jumping between three different apps: Workiz in your web browser, QuickBooks Desktop, and the QuickBooks Web Connector. I'll guide you on when to use each one, but just a heads up, keep all three open the whole time so nothing gets interrupted. Okay, first thing you have to do is head over to your Workiz Feature Center, find QuickBooks Desktop, and enable the integration. Make sure you're choosing the right integration. We also have a separate integration for QuickBooks Online. None of this is going to make any sense if you choose the wrong add-on. After that, we'll hit this button right here. Okay, we'll start with step one, installing your setup file. Another thing I want to point out here, if you're planning on processing online payments through Workiz using Workiz Pay, we strongly recommend that you sign up for Workiz Pay before setting up your QuickBooks Desktop integration. If you're 100% sure that you don't want to sign up for Workiz Pay, or if you already have, go ahead and continue. The main thing we'll do here is download our Workiz setup file. Once you've downloaded the file, you'll want to open up QuickBooks Desktop and log in as an admin. This won't work if your user doesn't have admin rights. Next, we'll open up our web connector. We'll hit File, App Management, Update Web Services. Next, we'll need to add our application, the setup file we just downloaded from Workiz. It should be called Workiz QB_connector. It'll be somewhere in your downloads folder. Heads up, you'll probably see a few QuickBooks security pop-ups right about now. Stuff like granting access to your company file and confirming the connection. No worries, totally normal. Just go ahead and approve them to make sure that Workiz can sync properly. After adding our file, we'll head back to Workiz and hit Next. Moving on to step 2, authorizing Workiz access. To start, we'll need to copy the unique password for your application file. We'll go back to the web connector and paste our password into this field right here. Then we'll check the box for our application file, select yes to save the password, and select Update Selected. You may have to check this box twice. One thing to point out here is that you may notice that the progress bar gets stuck at 30%. Here's the thing though, it's not actually stuck. This bar is going to stay at 30% for a while before it instantly skips all the way to 100%. It's a QuickBooks thing. Then we'll head back to Workiz to move the process along over there. Now it's time for the last step, choosing what data we want to bring over from QuickBooks Desktop to Workiz. By default, this will automatically sync all items and clients from Workiz to QuickBooks Desktop, but you'll have the option of also sending your existing list of items and clients from QuickBooks Desktop to Workiz. This is the only time you'll ever be able to do this. After the initial sync, you'll only be able to send items and clients from Workiz to QuickBooks Desktop, not the other way around. Also, keep in mind that importing clients and items is really only a good idea if you're new to Workiz to avoid creating duplicates in the system. After deciding, we'll hit Start Import and let the syncing process do its thing. It may take a little while before things are finished. You can monitor the progress from the web connector. Once that's all done, you'll be able to see all the different data that was exchanged between the two apps in your QuickBooks Desktop sync log in Workiz. You'll see the data type, the specific piece of data like the client name or item name, the status, the direction that the data was synced to, and a timestamp of when it was synced. If something couldn't sync for whatever reason, you'll also see the error message over here on the right. Okay, now let's talk about how data will sync moving forward. After the initial sync, you can continue syncing data from Workiz to QuickBooks Desktop on an ongoing basis. How this is actually done is going to depend on the type of data you're syncing over. For example, clients and items are automatically queued for syncing whenever a new client or item is created or an existing one is updated in Workiz. Invoices and payments are a little different though. An invoice or payment is only queued for syncing when you manually request it. You can do this through the Actions menu on an individual invoice or by performing a bulk action from the Invoices page in Workiz. Just select all the invoices you want to sync and hit More, Sync to QuickBooks. If a payment was made on an invoice, it'll automatically be queued for syncing along with the invoice itself. After something's been queued for syncing, it'll show up in your sync log in Workiz. How quickly something gets synced over to QuickBooks Desktop is going to depend on whether you have the web connector open and whether you've got it set up to auto-sync. The web connector is the app that's responsible for communicating between Workiz and QuickBooks Desktop. If it's closed, it won't be able to connect the two. If you tried syncing data while the web connector was closed, it'll automatically start retrieving any pending updates the moment that you open it back up. By default, the Workiz application file will be set up to automatically check for new data every 2 minutes. We recommend leaving it as is for optimal performance. And that's all you need to know to get started with Workiz and QuickBooks Desktop. Feel free to subscribe to this channel for all the latest on how Workiz can help your business grow. Thanks for watching.